Yo, what's going on, guys? We're back, and today we got a brand new video. This time back on stimulus. We have an update for a possible stimulus that is coming. I know we covered another stimulus video, was the last video, talking about the bill that just passed the House and is in the Senate, and is most likely DOA, dead on arrival. But we do have a proposal from Republicans talking about a stimulus type thing that they think could be a good way to bring into the economy and a good way to bring people back to work. And this is important because obviously Republicans control the Senate and the presidency, so getting a bill from them, knowing that it's more supported by Donald Trump and the Senate and is more likely to get through and become a law. So let's jump right into what this is about. Their proposal is a back to work bonus because they want to get people back to work, because obviously, as we all know, the unemployment benefits as of right now have paid people more to stay home than go to work, which has caused a lot of people not want to return to work because they'd be making less money. So the idea behind this is to give everybody who goes back to work a $450 a week to go back to work, so they'll balance out basically what they make from work and make from the government stimulus, whatever they're going to call it, the $450 a week. Combined will bring back kind of what they were earning off of unemployment, and that will ease them back into working. And then obviously that's not going to last forever. Whenever that expires, it expires, but then at least people will be working and in their job, as to right now, where if unemployment, when it expires on July 31st, if there's no thoughts on extending it, there's just tons of people with no jobs. So I think this is a better approach to this problem, but it comes with its own types of controversy, and I would say the biggest one is going to be, what do you do with people who either already went back to work, so they already don't have unemployment, they're already just working, or people who just never stopped working, who continued to work and wasn't able to cash in on that just juicy unemployment check of $600 a week, plus whatever they get from the state. It'd be like $1,000 a week almost, and it's just crazy to think. I think that's the route we have to go down, is find a way to get people who are already back to work and people who never left work, get them some sort of help or finances, because those people still had hours cut, hours reduction, wages cut sometimes, bonuses cut out. Like, there's been a lot of things that happened to people who weren't able to collect unemployment, who had to continue working. So I think that's $450 a week. If it becomes a thing, it has to be for not only for people going back to work, but it has to be implemented for people who are already working, so that everybody who's working gets this. It's only fair. I think if they go down a route where it only covers like people who are coming off unemployment and going back to work, it's going to cause a big problem. And I don't think they want to deal with that. So I think the best way to go about this is just make sure everybody who's working, who's gone back to work, who never stopped working, gets this $450 a week for however long they do it. It doesn't have to be long, because obviously it would just be weaning people off of unemployment benefits back into working and a productive society and economy. So those thoughts are what I'm thinking about this bill. Hopefully, it's not fully out of this bill. It's not something that is set in stone. It's like we've heard them talking about it. It's brought up by the Republicans in the Senate and all that, and hopefully they can figure this out and get everybody help instead of singling out people, because I know there's people who are working, who see people getting unemployment, who are getting paid more than them to stay home, and they have to go to work full time even now, if they're getting their hours back and still making not even close to what people are making off unemployment. So that's making a lot of people unhappy, and I think we got to focus on the people who are working, who are continuing to work, and I think it'll be a nice little reward. I think the best way for this is going to be, because obviously it's, like I said, to wane people off of the benefits. So it doesn't have to be super long. Maybe put in these benefits for a month, 2 months, you know, July 31st, this deadline, maybe extend that to August 31st so that the people off unemployment, if you go back to work now, you continue to get kind of those benefits and continue to get job security. I mean, you're going to have a job after that July 31st deadline when unemployment cuts out and then your income goes away. At least now you'll have a job and the benefits can continue for another month after that if they decide to do that. And it would just make sure to kind of wane people off to know there's no chance of getting unemployment now after July 31st, but you'll still have the feeling of it up until August 31st. And then after that, we're just back to normal, back to an economy that's doing its thing, people working, people having jobs again, and having jobs to go back to after unemployment's done. So hopefully we can go down this route and just kind of figure this out and make it fair, because we don't want to separate people. You know, if there's people who've been working this whole time and somebody who wasn't working or anything comes into their workforce, it's just going to create hostility. It's just not going to be good at all. So $450 a week, I mean, I'm not complaining. I'll take that. $450 a week, easy. And to wrap it up, the big thing that this will do is lower spending of the government just a little bit from their $600 a month unemployment bonus, whatever it's called, and lowering that to $450 a week, and you know, lower their costs there a little bit and lower the spending, because we're spending like crazy right now, and hopefully, you know, we'll see what happens in the future. But I'm going to end this video off by plugging a little something here. You can see right here I've got Into the AM on, and this is one of the clothing brands that I'm sponsored by, partnered with, whatever you want to say. But if you go to intotheam.com, shop around, you can use code Bexio for 10% off everything and anything. So that includes all the sale items too. I love doing that, going through their site and looking through their sale items. They have like 30% off sales all the time, and then you can take an extra 10% off of all of those items as well. It goes across everything and anything. So if you want to support me, support the channel, get some fire clothing, then go to intotheam.com and check it out. But guys, that's going to do it for this video. I just wanted to get this little stimulus update because this one interests me a lot more. It's a lot more interesting than like these one-time payments we've been seeing, and the $3 trillion bill. It's like 3,000 pages long and no one even knows what's in there. But we'll see where this goes. Only time will tell. And don't forget to smash that sub button, smash the like button, and we are on our path to 1,000 subscribers. And I'll see you guys in my next video.